Hello. Okay, so it is that time of year again. We are going to do a binder flip through of my entire ATEEZ collection. I do this every year on the anniversary of when I started collecting ATEEZ, which was June 7th, 2021. So it has been 4 years. I can't believe it's been that long, but here we are. So let's get into it. Okay, so this video is going up later only because they just had a comeback. I am filming this before their comeback, so I'm sure future me is very happily listening to Lemon Drop right now. But I'm going to be showing you all my cards up through Golden Hour Part 2. Obviously, I don't have Golden Hour Part 3 cards yet. But we're going to start with my quote-unquote main binder. This is my regular album photocard binder. So I have like all the regular album cards, polka cards, digipacks, all that good stuff. And then dispersed throughout, I do have some pre-order benefit cards, aka POBs. I just say POBs. But I have some of those in here just to help fill out pages where necessary. So let's get into it. So my intro page, this hasn't changed in a while. You guys can also like go back and watch old ones because I talk about like the different shops that I get cards from and all, like for merch or POBs or whatever. For this video, I'm going to try and put all the shops where cards come from up on the screen if I forget, because this video is always a test of my memory. I definitely do not remember where all my cards have come from. So I will try to put that information up on screen for you and fact check myself because I yap a lot and sometimes I don't know what I'm even saying. So anyway, so my intro page hasn't changed. These are fan-made cards, and then I have some sub-K IDs, and then this, some William stickers here. This is the OT Youth photo. So now we're actually getting into the album cards. So this is obviously Pirate King, Say My Name, and then the group photo cards. And then we have Wave Era, so we have the Wave and Illusion cards. And then I have the MMT POBs as well. Okay, and then this is Wonderland. And so I have the regular album cards, and then these are MMT POBs. They did have 2 MMT POBs, but this is only from one of the sets. And then these are their anniversary album cards, and these are just printouts I made to help fill out the page. Okay, so this is Answer. Again, we have the album photo cards, and then we have MMT POBs. And then these two don't go with this era. I had them on this page, but I just moved them over here because that's where I put the MMT POBs. And then these are just printouts I made. Yes. So then we have Fever Part 1, and these are the Thanks, Diary, Inception, and then these are also MMT POBs. And now we're getting into Fever Part 2, which is when that's the year I started collecting them. And so we have and this is also when they started doing like the A Diary Z version, and then they had like limited print with cards, which was just the first print. So it's A, and I think I always did regular, limited, or was it regular, limited? Let me find out. The backs of the limited ones are different, but I don't remember. I don't remember what the backs looks like. Let's find out together because I don't remember. Okay, yeah. So the bottom row is limited. That's how I set it up. Okay, so we have the A version, Diary version, Z version. Now this is Fever Epilogue 3. Did I say this was part 1? No, yeah, this is part 2, obviously. This is part 1. I forget which number I said. This is Fever part 3. So A version, diary version, Z version, and then we have Fever Epilogue. So it's A version, diary version, Z version. So then, new era, this is the world. And once we get into the world, that is when Hello 82 comes into the picture. So my layouts started to change because Hello 82 started introducing new things like digipacks to the mix. So this is movement A, diary Z. These are the digipacks, and then I believe these are store exclusive cards, and they did IDs for this album, and I'm glad that they have never done that again because I hate IDs. And then this is Spin-Off. So Spin-Off, they just had one album version and then 2 polka album versions. Spin-Off was the first time they introduced polka albums. So this was the regular album, and then these are the polka albums. This was the A version and then the Z version. And then each polka album came with these blanket photo cards. So I got so many polka albums that I did an OT8 set of the blanket photo cards. Okay, so now we're getting to Outlaw, which had so many fucking cards. So we got A, diary, but was it, I think it was diary, yes, diary did unit cards. So this bottom row was from the digipack, and I put it here because they're in the same outfit. So this is Z version, but then this is back to diary version, but I wanted the unit cards separate. So I collected all the unit cards, and then these are the polka cards. So mixed in here, I think, are like the QR cards, image cards, then we have photo cards, and then, yeah, like these are the regular photo cards. I think these are still part of the, yeah, these are all still part of the photo cards from the polka album had so many fucking cards. And then these are POBs, and I believe they're from Everline, and I put them in here to help fill out the page because I just need one more row to complete it. So that was Outlaw. And now we're getting into William. And again, for those who don't know, I call Will William because it's funny. Anyway, so we have did they do A Diary Z again for Will? Golden Hour is when they started changing the names. And they only did 2 cards per album for these. So it's A version, and then these are the US Digipack cards. This is Diary. These are the Korean Digipack cards. This is Z, and then these are polka albums, and they're in the same outfit, so I put them all together. And then these are all polka album cards, and then these are, I believe, Talk Talk POBs. And again, like before, I put them here to help fill out the page, and I always try to match outfits and things when I do that. So that's William. And so now we're getting into Golden Hour Part 1. So this was, now see, let me try. Golden Hour Part 1 wasn't that long ago, but let me try to remember the album version names. It was like, oh my God, what were they? Blue, golden, oh my God, what were they? Hold. Oh, I remember now. I had to like recheck my template. This is when they did all those freaking digipack versions. So they had 2 cards per album. So it's Blue, Diary, and then Golden Hour. And then the bottom rows, I was doing digipack cards. So these are digipack cards down here. This is when they had 8 digipack cards, I think. So then these are all digipack cards. And then we're getting into this. These are digipack cards. I remember this. How many digipack cards did they have? Hold on. Yeah, they did have 8. I had to check. See, I think part of me like blocks this. I start to block this information out once I'm done with it because of like PTSD or something. Because I remember trying to collect these fucking digipack cards was so difficult. So all of this was digipack cards. And then it moves into polka album cards. So this is all polka album. This is all polka album. And then these are POBs. And again, I put them here to help fill out the page. These were, I believe, Jump Up POBs. And then, this was also polka album. And then these were Apple Music. I think, I'm gonna fact check myself afterwards. But again, I put them here to help fill out the page. I must have had, yeah, it must have been a weird number, which is why I separated them like this. Okay, and then these were the Work to Live album cards, which originally I wasn't going to collect, and then I fucking caved because that's how I am. Okay, so now we're getting into Golden Hour Part 2. And I think I have to check my template again. Hold on. Okay, so I did similar to what I did for Part 1, where it was 2 version, and then I did digipack cards, and then diary version, digipack cards, 4 version, digipack cards, and then these are the rest of the digipack. So for Golden Hour Part 2, they only did 6 digipack cards this time instead of 8. And then, well, and it was also guaranteed if you got like a HongSang cover digipack, the card inside was HongSang. I don't remember if they did that for Part 1 too. I can't remember. Anyway, not important. Now we're moving on to polka album cards. So these are all polka albums. And then this is my setup for Golden Hour Part 3. Oh my god, I spent like 12 fucking minutes talking about this one binder. This one binder. Okay, I need to start talking faster because we're gonna be here for like an hour at this rate. So next binder. Okay, this binder is my OT8 POB sets and my Japanese cards. So this is a set that I made from one of the ATEEZ photos they released. And then this is one of my standard dividers I cut out. I like the old map look. Goes with my pirate theme I got going on with my binders. Okay, so I am going to go through this pretty quickly and I'll list the stores at the top. But I'm just going to mention what era they're from. So this is Fever Epilogue. I didn't really start collecting OT8 sets until Movement era. So before this, they were on tour when they dropped this, and then I bought it anyway. So then we get into Movement era. This is all Movement era. See, when Hello 82 got involved, I started buying a lot more because the albums were just more accessible in the US. Anyway, so this is still Movement era. And then we're getting to spin-off. I know I bought a lot of spin-off sets. These were lucky draws. I do have another set from this. Was it this one? No, it was a different one. This is all still spin-off. Now we're into Outlaw. It was an Outlaw set that I used for send-off last year at the ATEEZ concert. So yes, it was the other cat ear one of this set. I used that for my send-off photo cards that they signed. So that was the end of Outlaw. And now we're getting into William. Here we go. This is a William. This is from a fan sign. William. This is Golden Hour Part 1. Part 1. This is from the Work to Live albums. This is from Apple Music, I believe. And now this is Golden Hour Part 2. Wow, I only did 2 OT8 sets from Part 2. I'm patting myself on the back for that. So yeah, for Part 3, I'm so far only going to collect 1 OT8 set, but that always changes. Anyway, yes, that is my OT8 POB part, and now we're getting to Japanese albums, and I literally never remember the Japanese album names. So yeah, this was early days. I don't have all of the early ones. This is from A to Z. Then we get to Dreamers, and then this is Rocky, and then this is Paradigm, Limitless. A lot of these are just like, some of these might be POBs. I'll list them here, what store they're from. But for Japanese, I stopped collecting all of their cards because it's not a focus for me. So this is Limitless. This was Limitless. And this is, no, this is Limitless. What did I say this was? What? No, were these all Limitless? No way, these are all Limitless. Yeah, oh my god, these were all Limitless. What were these ones? Oh my god, I don't remember. This was Birthday. What came after? hold on. Pause. Oh, Not Okay. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Not Okay. This was Not Okay, not Limitless. They're kind of, the suits threw me off because they're like wearing suits here. So yeah, this was Limitless, and then this was for Not Okay. And then after Not Okay, this is also Not Okay. That is when I decided, because Not Okay was 2023? No, it was 2020. It must have been the beginning of 2024. Because then, yeah, and birthday was later. Because for birthday, I decided this is when I'm going to stop collecting all the regular cards, because I used to collect all of the like regular CD cards, and they clearly, this is ridiculous. And I was like, okay, enough's enough. So I stopped that. And so for birthday, I just did one page. And so moving forward for all the Japanese releases, I'm just going to fill one page, and that is it. Okay, so next binder. Okay, I'm doing all my big binders first. So this is my merch binder. So I have OT8 sets and Biosline sets in here. So again, at the front, I like to put some fan-made cards and whatnot. So these are all fan-made cards. Oh, I need to, oh no, this is, I was gonna say I need to print or cut out one of my map dividers, but I have this as a, yeah, separator. Anyway, so these are Biosline sets first. So this is Sub K Map to Treasure photo book. I forget. Oh God, see, this is definitely a test of my memory. These were summer photo book. This was Hello 82 merch. This was Japanese concert merch. This was beginning of the end merch. This is the season's greetings. I think, oh, this was the Fever photo book. Damn, do I really remember that? Anyway, I'm gonna, like I've been saying, I'm gonna fact check myself to make sure I'm not getting these wrong. Okay, this is concert merch. This is all concert merch for Break the Wall. This was A Room. I think it was A Room 2023. It must have been. But anyway, A Room. This is Daikon. I don't fucking know. Daikon. This was Season's Greetings POB. This is birthday merch. These are ATEEZ in Dreamland POBs. So then this is the first light stick set. These are Sub K sets, Sub K. This was their online concert merch set. This is the first the Ode to Youth photo book. This was the POB set, I believe. This was the card set that came with it. This was membership. Hold on. Yeah, this was a membership set. I think this is the first membership set I got. And the IDs. Birthday merch from 2023? I don't remember. Wonderwall from their first collab, I think. Season's Greetings. This is Season's Greetings stuff. Winter MD. This was the Idol radio show. Hold on, let's see. I can always check the backs. Oh no, this was the Break the Wall DVD set. Just kidding. Break the Wall DVD set. This was more birthday merch cards. This is membership stuff. Summer photo book. This is the Idol radio set. Season's Greetings. POBs from Season's Greetings. This is Towards the Light merch set, I believe. This is membership. Also membership. This was the fan meet merch. Fan meet merch. Fan meet merch. Did I get that much fan meet merch? Summer photo book. This is from the, this is a DVD set. Oh, this is the Towards the End, hold on. Yeah, The World to the End. There you go. The World to the End DVD set. Nacific, and then Nacific. I think this is Nacific too. Season's Greetings from this year. And then this is the From Concert set from Towards the Light finale. Okay. Wow. All right. We're almost there, folks. We can do it. Almost there. Next binder. Okay, next up is my Bias Line POB binder. So I think like a year and a half ago, this is a white Meow Cafe binder and I painted it myself. And you can see that it's starting to like chip off. I think I need to do a fresh coat on it, but if you haven't noticed yet, all of my ATEEZ binders are red, and I wanted a A5 wide binder for my Bias Line cards, but no one makes a red fucking A5 wide binder. And so here I am painting it myself. Anyway, so this is Bias Line. So my POBs start with Fever Part 2 because that's when I started collecting them, but I don't collect every POB. I kind of just collect what I like / what works. So I always buy enough albums from shops to make sure I have enough cards for trading purposes. So I may buy from 3 different shops if that works out, to get myself enough album cards for trading. The number of POBs doesn't matter to me. I just focus on like buying from shops that have POBs I like. Anyway, sorry, that was a little rambly. Hopefully you guys understand that. I definitely don't remember where all these cards are from. I believe both of these are Make Star. I don't fucking know which round. I'll put them up on the screen. These were all 3 different ones, but I just thought they like went together good enough. These were, I think, like MK Media. These are Sub K Polaroid, I think. The Season Songs POBs. This is Part 3 era. So I think some of these were MMT. Maybe you know what? I'm not even gonna guess anymore. I'm just gonna put the shops up on the screen. Anyway, so this was Epilogue. Oh no, his hair is the same. Okay, so this was still Fever Part 3. Now we're in Epilogue. So now this is Fever Epilogue. And now I normally buy from like Make Star, Everline, Apple Music. Like I have certain shops that I tend to buy from. But anyway, yeah, I'll put them up on screen. This was the travel package, I think, when they were on tour for Beginning of the End. And then we get into Movement. So these are when Movement POBs start. I know this was Make Star, I think. Okay, so then this is when Spinoff starts. And we have some, like, I think these are both from Target. I forget what, this was a Helly 2, I think. All Spinoff. Do not fucking remember what these are from. I think these are Make Star. This was the Limitless, I think, HMV cards. And now we're getting to Outlaw. Definitely do not remember what these ones are from. Outlaw, these are all Outlaw. I got a lot from Outlaw. See, again, like, I kind of go crazy sometimes, and then the next couple releases, I like rein it back because I'm like, I can't do that again. Okay, so these are all Outlaw. Now this is Will. These are all Will. And now this is was this still Will? And this is the beginning of Golden Hour Part 1, I think. Yeah, this is all Golden Hour Part 1. This is also this Golden Hour Part 1. And then that's still Golden Hour Part 1. This is Golden Hour Part 2. Wow, too much. Golden Hour Part 2. All Golden Hour Part 2. I think, let me see if I can try to remember, because this was more fresh. So this was Barnes & Noble. This was HMV or the EU exclusive, I can't remember. This was Make Star. Potatoes were the pop-ups. Lipstick was also the pop-ups. I think that was the Digipack version. This was Apple Music, I think. Oh, Mufu-san, was that Jump Up? Let me test Target, obviously. Gotta really test my memory here. I do not remember where you are from. Oh, this was Hello Live. Oh, these were from too, I think. From FROMM, from the store. I think. And then, yeah, that's it. Okay. And now, next binder. Okay, I know I often say that my regular album binder, like album card binder, is my pride and joy, but I think my HongSang binder is quickly becoming my new pride and joy. I love both binders. I mean, I love my whole collection, but this is my HongSang binder, and I love it so fucking much. So right in the front, I have my signed pages from Hongjun and Yeosang, and then I have my unit cards. So I kind of stopped collecting unit cards willy-nilly, and since like Will era, I would say, I only collect HongSang unit cards. So I have every single HongSang unit card released, even the fucking like streaming event ones that are really hard. Like this is a streaming event. Whenever those come out, I always dread if there's a HongSang, because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to spend so much money to get it. But this is streaming event one. This is broadcast. These are like regular POBs. This is Wonderwall. These are regular POBs. This is streaming event. And I am missing one, but I'm missing a mini record one, and it's not a priority for me because it was for one of their like AI call things, and I don't want it. I'm telling myself I don't want it. But anyway, so that's all of the HongSang unit cards. Knock on wood that they don't have a lot for this era. Anyway, I'm not gonna manifest that shit. Then I have some group cards here. So this is, I don't know, from like tour merch, DVD stuff. I honestly don't remember. This is the Japanese stuff. This is that D-Icon. This is the Limitless. Anyway, and then we get into my broadcast cards. So this is Answer era. Then we have Wonderland, Fever Part 1. I had to think for a second. Fever Part 2, Part 3, Movement. These are winner cards from Movement era spin-off. These are ATEEZ Zone cards from Break the Wall. This is Outlaw, Will. These are winner cards from Will era, I guess. This was from the Fan Call I'd one. This is ATEEZ Zone for Towards the Light. Part 1, US ATEEZ Zone. So I collected these myself when I went to the concerts. This is fan meet cards, I think. These are double-sided. These are Part 2 broadcast, and then these are winner cards from a Fan Call I won from Part 2. And then these are regular store POBs, and these are just like, I have my baseline POBs, and then these are like extra HongSang ones that I've collected over time. So this is from Fever Part Uno. It's still Uno, then Part 2. Season Songs, Fever Part 3. Fever Part 3, these are all Fever Part 3. See, I have a lot from like Fever Part 3 and Epilogue era, because I think Epilogue is when I decided that I was going to start collecting Ouyang and do my full bias line. So originally when I was buying from these shops, I was just buying for Hongjun and Yeosang. So then when I added Ouyang into the mix, I kind of had to switch some stuff around. So that's why I have a lot of like extra quote unquote of just Hongjun and Yeosang. Anyway, Epilogue, and then this is still Epilogue. I have one from Movement. Was this from spin-off era? I don't remember. This is from the London fan sign from, or was it during Break the Wall tour? It must have been during Break the Wall tour. Okay, so Outlaw. I think this was from the LA fan sign. Will. This still Will. And then Golden Hour Part 1. Golden Hour Part 1. This is Golden Hour Part 2. Yep. And these are from the platform releases of the Fever series. So this was from the figure version, the KQ Shop Pops. Okay. And then we have, so I have one random HongSang merch page. And then we get into HongSang merch cards. This is Wonderwall. This is Winter MD. That's what it looks like. This is Japanese magazine cards. This is Pot. These are Pot. This is Summer Photo Book. Will merch. I think this is like Mito keychain merch. This is the From booth from concerts. This is Towards the Light merch. It must be. Nacific, ATEEZ. This is all ATEEZ. This is from the first release. Yeah, ATEEZ and Illusion. ATEEZ, I think this was the second release, but then also some of this is fan meet merch, I think. Or like they're wearing the outfits from the fan meet. Because then this, I think this is ATEEZ too. They were like, because it was ATEEZ in Ice City, so they were wearing, yeah, this is the ATEEZ in Ice City. So maybe this is the fan meet. No, this is Season's Greetings POBs. And then this was the recent ATEEZ in Dreamland stuff, I think. I remember. Okay, so then this is random larger inclusion. So Wonderwall. This is I think it was the Esquire magazine. This is from a DVD. This was the Record Day store. This was a photoism from, I guess, their 5-year anniversary. I don't fucking remember. Towards the Light, I think. This was from Towards the Light. Yeah, this is from Towards the Light. And then Nacific. Yeah, okay. Next binder. Wow, I'm like running out of breath. This video is so long. Okay, so this is my special Jongho binder. So I don't collect Jongho fully, but any extra cards I have, I just put in his cute little bear binder. Okay, so this is, what year? This is Fever Part 3, I think. And I got some, no, that's Fever Part 3 too. This was Movement. Oops, you're out of frame. 3. I don't know what this is from. I don't know what these are from. Are these moving? Hold on, I'm gonna look. Oh, this is 18 room. Oh, don't remember. This is spin-off, outlaw. This is spin-off, outlaw. This is Will. Golden Hour Part 1. This is all Golden Hour Part 1. This is Golden Hour Part 2. And then this was my extra ATEEZ in Dreamland Jongho. KQ sent me an extra one by accident. Lol. I think this is Golden Hour Part 2. Yeah, so that is my little Jongho binder. And now finally onto larger inclusions. Okay, last but certainly not least, I have 2 larger inclusions binders. This one, actually I probably will go through, I'll quickly go through this one because this is my like album inclusions larger inclusions binder. There we go. And so it hadn't changed for a while. So all this has been the same for like years and years and years, but then they started doing postcards again. So I think with Outlaw is when, so I'm like, sorry, I'm flipping through this pretty fast. But I only put bias line and then like unit postcards in here. I don't do OT8. I used to do OT8, but it got too much. So then yeah, Outlaw, they did sorry, they did the postcards. And then Will, they did the postcards. Yeah, this is all postcards. And then Golden Hour Part 1. They had the postcards. This is, oh, the Work to Live. This is the Work to Live stuff, which is technically an album. Like, I feel like it's more of a album and a merch item combined. But anyway, so this is the Work to Live stuff. And then this is Golden Hour Part 2. And these were like just slightly too big for my four pocket sleeves, which I'm angry about. So anyway, okay, that was really quick. Sorry, but moving on to my last binder. Okay, my last binder, which doesn't have a cover, but this is my merch larger inclusions binder. So in the front, we have Season's Greetings stuff. This also, I feel like, hasn't changed in a while. I mean, I added Season's Greetings stuff to it. But yeah, this is Season's Greetings and ATEEZ membership stuff. So I'm also going to quickly flip through this. Did I skip someone? Okay, God, there's so much in here. See, this, I don't really collect. This is ATEEZ membership too. Oh, this was Season's Greetings. What did I say? Yeah, this was from Season's Greetings. Then ATEEZ membership. But yeah, what was it? Okay, this is Season's Greetings again. I don't collect. I don't want to collect larger inclusions because it just takes up room I don't have. And this is ATEEZ membership. So it goes back and forth between ATEEZ membership and then Season's Greetings. So that's the order. And this is Season's Greetings. Yeah, I don't have space. So I don't, sometimes I think about not collecting larger inclusions anymore, like not putting them in a binder anymore. So I just keep them in whatever box they may come in. That's kind of like what I've been feeling lately. Okay, so then this is photo book stuff. So that was the Mapped Treasure photo book, I think. This is like the Fever photo book, or the Summer photo book. This was the Summer photo book. This is birthday postcards. This is, yeah, birthday postcards are in here too. This is concert related things. So either from like online concert, DVDs, anything like that. Anything concert related. So this was beginning of the end, Break the Wall. This is, yeah, Break the Wall. I think I have some, oh no, my Towards the Light, I think was in my HongSang binder. What the fuck was it? Oh, this is the World to the End. This is Towards the Light photo cards. So yeah, it's concert related, and this is like miscellaneous shop stuff. So this is Wonderwall. This was, I also think Wonderwall. This is ATEEZ room. We have Wonderwall. This is Winter MD, which is so random. Such a random release. This is right from KQ. Okay. Okay, this is, oh yeah, ATEEZ. I just have, why did I should have put this stuff in my HongSang binder. I should move that over. And then this is Fan Meet. Yeah, why did I put it in this binder? Because if it's just HongSang, I put it in the HongSang binder. Anyway, this is Fan Meet merch. And this is Nacific stuff. Okay, all right, so that is it. Let me see if I can do it this way. That is it. That is everything. I feel like this video is going to be 1,000 years long, but that is my entire ATEEZ collection. I've been doing this for 4 goddamn years now. And you know what? I still love it. For as much as I complain sometimes, I still do love my collection so much, and I love collecting. So I'm still in it. All right, that's it. I hope you liked it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.